What's happening, lads? It's Jake from FishStakes here, and I'm back to review another DLC for Microsoft Flight Sim. Today's spotlight is on the Weather Preset Pro DLC by SoFly. So in a nutshell, Weather Preset Pro is a Microsoft Flight Sim DLC produced by a modding group called SoFly. They do mods such as this one, as well as other things like airports, as well as landing challenges and guides. This mod in particular, though, is available for £7.98 at the time of recording, and it can be purchased on the in-game store or from there or the Orbex site. Links to both will be in the description below. So now you know who they are, what we're covering, and how much it costs. Let's take a look at the actual content. This is a DLC that gives 70 new weather presets from Microsoft Flight Sim. These can be things ranging from snow and sandstorms to hurricanes and wildfires. This is handy for people who play the game a lot, as it offers way more specific scenarios than the base game does, without the need to manually configure it every time. I'm a fan of a lot of the visual and cosmetic presets. For example, we've got Arctic Chill, which freezes the landscape, Sandstorm, which shrouds the area in a thick orangey red storm, Big and Bold, which emphasizes clouds and gives them a dramatic size and presence, Shallow Fog, which covers the location in, shallow fog, giving it an ominous and eerie feel to it, and Scattered Storms, which covers the area with randomly occurring jolts of lightning. On the other hand, whilst the presets I've mentioned are all pretty much options that change a lot of the aesthetic of flights, there are only a few of these that exist. A lot of them are quite similar and focus more on the simulation aspect and are ones that you feel rather than see. For example, there's a lot of presets that control the strength of the wind. You can set it to calm storms for very little resistance, or go all in and set it to strong gusts. My opinion, which I'll break down more in depth shortly, is that this mod seems to tailor itself more to hardcore pilots who like a challenge and like to test their skills in harsh environments or like to simulate realistic weather patterns for certain flights. The ratio of functional presets to aesthetic presets are well in favour of the former. I can picture it being used in simulations from, say, like the UK to somewhere in Europe, but in harsh, stormy conditions to increase the difficulty and challenge the pilot in taking off, flying and landing in bad conditions. And if trying a commercial flight with strong wind to replicate turbulence over the ocean, or flying through a sandstorm in the Middle East with bad visibility sounds like how you'd spend your time practicing in Flight Sim, then I see you appreciating this more than anyone else. Unfortunately, if you're someone who appreciates the cosmetic additions to the game, this may not be the best value to yourself. Whilst it does add a few of these definitely impressive presets, the focus is certainly more towards adding feel rather than looks. You may be best finding an alternative that suits what you're after better. Hopefully this little mod spotlight has helped you make a decision on whether to invest in the DLC, or if it's not quite worth it for you, hopefully we've saved you the expense. If you did find this useful, we'd appreciate your support by liking the video, subscribing, and if you've got any questions or recommendations or any feedback of your own, pop it in the comments below. I'll leave you with a few lengthier clips of some of my preferred presets just to give you a longer preview of some of the selections. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao now.